Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and let's get into the video. So as you all know that tomorrow is the expiry day and today market shows some kind of positive movement here, but it try to closes above that trend line. So for my as of now it looks positive to me. If tomorrow market opens flat and if it trades above 41,800, then you can expect some buying trade here and it may be show some expiry movement here, and target you can set up to 42,000 round level first. Next step you can set to 42,400, and for taking any kind of selling trade we'll be looking to 15-minute candle, and after that we can decide what to do. So in 15-minute candle you can clearly see here that it continuously trades in that range, and today it try to closes above that and also it closes above that. So if tomorrow market opens flat and it trades above 14,800, then you can expect some buying trade here. And let's assume that if it opens a gap up around 42,000 and it trades above that, then also you can expect some buying trade here. The reason is that it continuously trades in a range and it try to closes above. So if it opens gap up, then there will be some seller who will be going to get out of the trade, then it may show some positive movement there. And for taking any kind of selling trade, it needs to closes below 41,500, because today it took support from that 14,500. Yesterday also it took support from that, so it needs to closes below that for taking any kind of selling trade. The reason is that, as I said, there are so many buyers took buying trade here, so it needs to closes below that for taking any kind of selling trade. And let's assume that it opens gap down around 14,500 and immediately took support from here, because previously continuously 3 times it took support from that. Then if it opens gap down, then it maybe took support from that once again. So if it took any kind of support, then you can take some buying trade here and you can set out target to 14,650. And that's all about Bank Nifty. Now let's look into Nifty in 1 day candle chart. So in Nifty looks more positive than Bank Nifty because it trades above that trend line and it also trades above round level 18,000. So my suggestion would be, if tomorrow market opens flat and if it try to closes above the 18,000 level, then you can shoot some buying trade here, and target will be around 18,105 first. Next target we can set to 18,170. And for taking any kind of selling trade, it needs to closes below that lower price, which is 70,950. Then after that we can expect some selling pressure here. So in 15-minute candle you can clearly see here that it continuously took resistance from that trend line, and today when it breaks that trend line, which is 17,960, it immediately shows some good positive movement here. And if tomorrow market opens around that zone or around 18,000 and shows any kind of positive movement, then you can expect some buying trade here. And let's assume that if it opens gap down, so if it opens gap down, then let it closes below 17,950 or 60, because it continuously took resistance from that 17,060 level, and when it breaks that 17,960 level, it took support from that level. So it needs to closes below that support level to take any kind of selling trade, and target we can set to 17,920 to 17,900. And if it opens a gap up around 18,100 or 18,890 and shows any kind of positive movement, then you can expect some buying trade here, and target will be around 18,200. But if it opens large gap up, then we will going to wait, because today it shows some positive movement here. If you count its high and low, it's around 160 point. So if it opens gap up above 150 or 200 point, then you can expect some selling pressure here also, because those buyer who take any kind of buying trade here, they will going to book profit if it opens gap up. So my suggestion would be, if it opens large gap up, then we will going to wait for another 15 to 20 minutes for any kind of trend confirmation. Then after that we can expect some buying or selling pressure there. So for taking any kind of trade in Bank Nifty options, we need to look into Bank Nifty components. So in Bank Nifty components, our first bank always will be HDFC Bank, and today it tried to closes above that 1175 level, but it could not sustain there. So my suggestion would be, if tomorrow market opens flat and if it trades above 1675 level, then you can expect some buying trade here, and target you can set to round level 1700. In ICICI Bank, you can clearly see here that it closes above 860 level, and right now it trades around 870. As of now, it looks positive to me, but for taking any kind of buying trade with large quantity, it needs to closes above that 880 level, which previously acted as a resistance. So it needs to closes above that. Now let's look into SBI Bank. In SBI Bank, it goes sideways because it continuously took support from that 530 level and took resistance from that 550 level. So my suggestion would be, if tomorrow market closes above 545, then you can expect some buying trade here, because continuously it took support from that lower side. Then you can expect some buying trade here, and target you can set to 555. Now let's look into Kotak Bank. In Kotak Bank, it closes above 1780 level today, and if tomorrow market opens flat and try to trades above that 1780 level, then you can set some buying trader, and target you can set to round level 1800. Now let's look into Axis Bank. In Axis Bank, it shows some kind of negative movement here, and also yesterday I told you that if it opens flat and shows any kind of negative movement, then you can expect some selling pressure here, because it maybe show some reverse pole and flag pattern here, because continuously it goes down and one day it shows some positive movement. Today it shows negative movement here. So if tomorrow market trades below 865 or 60, then after that we can expect some selling pressure here, and target we can set to 840. Now let's look into IndusInd Bank. In IndusInd Bank, it looks like it continuously sustains above that higher price or above that 1150 level. So if tomorrow market sustains that 1150 level or shows positive movement, then you can expect some bank trade here, and target will be around 1170, and it may be make a pole and flag pattern here. But it closes below that 1150 level, then after that you can expect some selling pressure here, and target will be around 1125. And that's all about Bank Nifty and Nifty. And if you like my video, please subscribe it and share my channel, and let's meet on another video.